Hello everyone! Today I'm excited to film for a couple of different reasons. First off, it's been a while since Galileo has made an appearance. Not that he's actually making an appearance, since you can't see him when I'm sitting where I normally sit. However, he is there. And secondly, I'm excited to test out this foundation here. This is, I don't feel like this is new. I feel like this has been around for a long time. On their website it says this is new, but this is the Giorgio Armani Face Fabric Second Skin Makeup. I am trying to think, other than lip products, I don't know that I've tried anything from Giorgio Armani because it's expensive. But a lot of you all really want me to test out this foundation. It sounds like it would be really good for my skin in terms of my skin being very oily. And as far as I know, people do really love this stuff. So I am certainly curious to test this out. And like I said, since a lot of you have requested it, I am excited to test it out with you all. Here's a little rundown. As you can see, there are 12 shades of foundation in this line. So not the greatest, however, they do have it separated out so that you can see like fair, light, medium, tan, dark. Are those all the categories I think that they listed? And it looks like there are 2 to 3 different shades in each one of those categories, so that's nice. And when you look at the models and the swatches on their shoulder, why they swatched them there, I have no idea, but shoulder swatches seem to show that they're mainly focused in the light medium range. There's a couple that look like they might be a bit fair, and then there's a couple / one that looks like it'll be a bit deep, but but if you're in the middle of the spectrum, it looks like there might be some choices here for you. And for the description, it's just that this is a lightweight moussey foundation that's going to go from cream to powder. It's supposed to have buildable coverage with a matte finish. It's gonna blur pores and apparently has a 3D stretch skin technology, something or another fancy pants, that's gonna make our skin look wonderful. And it does specify that this is for normal, combo, and oily skin. And like I said, it's gonna reduce redness, even out pores and uneven texture. And it does say to apply with your fingers, which, oh, it's been a long time, folks. It's been a long time, but since they say apply with your fingers, darn it, I'm gonna apply with my fingers. Can you tell I'm nervous? But yeah, this is $49, so it is spendy. However, you do get more than the typical 1 ounce of product. You get 1.35 fluid ounce of product in here, and it comes in a squeezy tube. I got the shade number 2. It looks like that should be a good fit for me. I guess we're gonna find out. I think that's about all I can say for now. Let's go ahead, sing the song together, and then we can go ahead and start putting this on my face, see how it does through the day. Let's test, hot mess or the best. And the sun comes at a wonderful time here. That means it was meant to be. So, as always, I'm gonna start off by prepping my face with a primer because, like I think I said, and like I think many of you know, I do have extremely oily skin, so I like to give these things the best chance possible at lasting. And also, as always, I am wearing my glasses today for the fellow glasses wearers of the world out there so we can see how this product performs underneath our glasses. Voila! So, I know I said I'm going to be using my fingers, which I am, but I do also want to see, I feel like since this is a mousse to powder, maybe a blending sponge isn't the best way to go, so I am going to try with a brush on one side of my face, and I'll try with my fingers on the other side of my face. I just like to see, you know, if there's a better method, or if all methods are equal. There's no safety seal. I find that, I don't know, on expensive brands, I'm like, shouldn't there? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So here we have got, you couldn't see any of that, but it's squeezing out like a typical moussey foundation. This reminds me of, wasn't it just last week that I was testing out the Revlon full coverage foundation? Yes, it was. Let's see how this does with coverage. I know it did say lightweight, or not lightweight, light coverage, but I'm curious to see how much, if anything, this covers. Oh, it's been so long since I put on anything with my fingers. Oh, English. This is really silicone feeling and super scented. It smells like a straight up bar of soap. I think it's Dial soap that this is reminding me of. I think that's the soap that my grandparents always had anyways. But yeah, that's like no coverage. This is one of those products so far anyways where it's like, why would I even waste my time putting this on my skin? Oh god, what are the ingredients in this? It feels so slippery. Like probably the slipperiest thing I've ever smeared on my face. Oh, what a surprise. Not. I'm not sure about limonene, but the first two and then the fourth ingredient in this are types of silicones and silicanes. Right after that, fifth ingredient is alcohol, which I know a lot of people say is really bad for the skin. Seventh ingredient is perfume. So, oh, I was so excited, and now I'm so not. So not. But I mean, can you see, did that do anything? Like, I don't feel like that did anything. I mean, this does have really good reviews online. Like, what am I doing wrong? Why do people like this? Let's see. Let's try this with a brush, shall we? Okay. God, that fragrance, though. I mean, it's not a bad smell. It's just like, why? I feel like especially higher end companies tend to do that with their products. They make them really scented, and I'm like, I don't understand why that equals fancier to have them smell like something. Whoops. But whatever. So, I don't know if it's just because I have less blemishes on this side of my face, but I feel like maybe the brush worked better at giving a little more coverage. Maybe. I also just like, I don't understand. Where is the powdery matte finish? This is a slippery, slimy finish. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to touch my face today. But it did say that this is buildable, so let's go ahead and try to build this in some areas. I don't see this being buildable, but hey, we're gonna test it out. So there you go, folks. Buildable coverage, questionable. Light coverage, that's not debatable. This is the lightest coverage I think I've ever had in a foundation. I just feel like it looks like I didn't do anything to my face. I mean, maybe a little bit, but overall, no. And I feel so uncomfortable. Like, I feel like if anything, even if the air touches my face, this is just gonna like slip everywhere. Overall. But I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup here, see if we can make this work, and then I will be back in just a second to check in with all of you all here on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Alright, so I know, not too much of a transformation here. I'm gonna be putting on some eyeshadow in a second, but I'm gonna film another video for that. Gonna be playing with this new baby here, so I'm very excited. But I figured I would at least, you know, check in, show you guys the foundation. I do think it looks much more matte now, but that's because I put a matte setting powder on top. And that actually mattifies like it claims it will. But like overall, I guess I'm not mad. Like, it doesn't look bad, but we'll see. I just don't have high hopes for this. As for the flash photo test, ta-da, here you are. I do think it looks really good in the flash photo, I'm not gonna lie about that, but you all can be the judge for, you know, those of you who care about these flash photo tests. There you go, now you know. Like I said, I'm just gonna get on with my day. I'm going to film at least one other video and hopefully another video after that. We'll see, time will tell. Got some errands to run, and then it is my trash TV night with Menamuti, and then coming home, getting some work done, and then that will be about that. It is currently 11:04 in the well, I suppose it's not the afternoon. Look at me in the morning! Boop, boop, boop! It's 11:04. So, as always, I'm excited to take you guys along with me for my day so that we can see how this foundation is holding up, if at all. I will be checking in with you all periodically, as always, so we can see how the wear is going. And then I will see you all for my very final check-in at the very end of the night. So I will see you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! Alright, hello everyone, good evening. It is the end of the night here. It is currently 12:06 in the morning. I don't know what to say about this stuff, you guys. I'm conflicted, as I feel like I tend to be. But let me give you a closer look, and then we can talk about it. So as you can see up close, does my skin look horrible? No! And on camera, it looks quite blurred and perfect. I think this is certainly the kind of product that gets better looking as the day goes on. Like, it mixes with oils and then it just looks even better than it does when initially applied. However, I just feel like for 50 bucks, the amount of coverage that you get with this stuff is so extremely non-existent that I just can't. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead. Let's hop on into my pause rating system here so that we can talk about the product and get a numerical value all at the same time. P stands for performance, A is for application, W is for worth the price, and S is for shade range. So for performance, it didn't do bad. It really didn't. It didn't keep my skin looking matte. Like, I did have to blot earlier today, and I would say right now, if I were going to be keeping this on any longer, I would blot again right now. However, I have been sweaty. It is humid outside. It is hot. All things considered, this really did hold up quite well on my skin. It doesn't seem to have much transfer. It feels lightweight. I really can't knock it too much. I think for performance, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4.5 out of 5. Application, I mean, with that strong scent that it had and the slipperiness, it just wasn't my favorite. I also didn't find that it was buildable like they claimed it to be. But that being said, I mean, it was fine. So I guess for application, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. For worth the price, absolutely not. Like I was saying, for the sheer coverage / sheer lack of coverage that this provides, I feel weird even saying that. I can't imagine, except I did for this review, but like I can't imagine spending $50 on this stuff. I just can't. Maybe if you have like perfect skin already and you don't have any sort of blemishes, no redness, no scarring, no dark spots, no pimples, no whatever, maybe this would be worth it. But in my eyes / on my skin, no, I'll give it a 0.5 for worth the price. And then shade range wasn't great. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't great as far as I could see. So I'm just gonna kind of put it smack dab in the middle. It was okay. I'll give it a 2.5. So overall, this is getting an 11 out of 20 or a 2.75 out of 5 paws. I do think that about sums it up. Like, it was fine. It did better than I thought it was going to. It really did. But there is just not enough good things or impressive things or even noteworthy things about this stuff for it to be worth purchasing. Hello, Galileo. At least I don't think so. As always, let me know in the comments down below if you have tried this foundation. What kind of skin do you have? Did it work for you? Did it not? Have you ever been interested in this? Have you not? I love hearing from you guys. And if you did enjoy this video, found it helpful in seeing how this wore on my face, please do go ahead, give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I and Galileo would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!
Bye guys! Bye guys!